What's up everyone? I hope everyone is doing well and welcome to the first of hopefully many videos. So just a brief introduction into myself. So I have just started this game when it first came out on console, which was early April, and I was looking for a game to play with friends. And I am coming off of DBD, which I've put in a lot of time into. So coming into Deceit 2, it's been a lot of fun, and there are many things I can compare the two between, but that'll be just for another video. But today what we're just going to be going over is simply just the menu and the things that it has in there. So that'll be the play, tab, collection, ascension, season, and profile. So let's begin. So of course we are in the play section at the moment. This is where you will start as soon as you load up the game. You have the options there to quick play, just jump right into a match. Again, I'm on PlayStation, so the controls may be different for everyone else. Square, that will be to invite some friends, so whoever's on, I'll just invite them there. It will look different depending on what console you're playing on, whether it be on Steam or Xbox. If you press circle, that will be to find party. You can jump into any of these other people's lobbies if you want to, as there are open lobbies. You can make them private, and you can also put a code in there if you want to. So just to give a brief example, if I jump to this person's party, boom, and we're in a party. So just come out of that. And you can also change your matchmaking. You can do a custom game, but you need to have at least 4 people around in order to start a custom game. So that's where you'd go. You do party mode and then change that to custom. Party code, that'll just be, you know, if you do want one, that would be the code that you'd use to send out to people if you want them to join your party. And of course, you can change your preferred region where you want to play, the party visibility as well. If you want to make it public or private, that's where you'll be able to do it. Also, in the collections tab, this is where you'll have a look at most of the stuff in the game. So with your items, if you're first new to the game, with this skin, you wouldn't have that. That's actually something for the season pass, but I will show that one a lot later. These are the items that you'll find in the game. When you first start, you will not have access to all of these ones. So if I go further into the items, let's say, for example, this CCTV tablet, you will only have a couple. I believe you have a pistol, you might have a sanitary syringe, just the odd few. But as you play and you level up your innocent characters, and just in general, you will have access to more of these items to kind of give you an edge depending on what role that you are playing. So these will be where you find your items, and just to find out what is in the game. In the subjects menu, this is where you'll find your characters. These are the ones that you get to play as. So you have Priya, who is my main character. As you can see, she's level 76. You have Lisa, Nina, Alex, Chang, Jack, Rachel, Hans, and Beck. So they do not do anything different. It's merely just their looks. They all play exactly the same as far as I'm aware in terms of what they do. If you want to favorite someone, it just means most likely that when you go into a game, you'll just have a better chance of being selected as that character. So that's why you can see Priya in the front. If I were to change my favorite now, you wouldn't see her there. It would be someone else. So if, for example, I make Lisa my favorite, she'll be the one that you then see in the main menu there. So that's how pretty much that one works. And then when you go into each of the characters, you can check their skins by pressing triangle, and you just decide which one you want, and you just press square to equip them. So that's it for the characters. And then you have your terrors. Now currently, during the recording of this video, there are only 2 terrors that you can play as. So the first one, this is the default one, is the experiment. This is the one that when you play the game, you'll be going up against most of the time. And some people, depending on if they bought the DLC, they'll have access to the wolf, like myself. So that is, these are the 2 terrors that you'll be playing as. You have a better chance going up against this player, this terror rather, and surviving, because he usually smashes into things, but he cannot vault, whereas the wolf can and lunges and does some crazy attacks. I almost feel like it's almost a pay to win kind of thing when you are playing as the wolf, but we can talk about those two in another video. So that's just to show you these two. And of course you can use other players' terror skins as well, depending on what they have. You just toggle that one on or off. The next section here is mutations. So when you play as the infected, you go around and create what's known as blood altars, and when you do that, they give you different abilities. So as you progress, you get to have more of these. So this first one, for example, turbulence, this one just splits everyone who's currently alive to different locations on the map. You have leak, which activates a random blood altar, so you don't have to manually go up to one and press square. This just automatically does it for you if you have it. You have the clarity one, which opens up the eyes on the wall, the purple eyes that you see during the in-between, and so on and so forth. So as you progress more, you'll have options. You'll have the options to select all these ones as you go along. So the next tab that we have here is the Ascension tab, and I think this is the fun part. So when you do tasks, anything that you do in the game, it goes towards your Ascension, and this is technically what you'd call prestiging in the game. So as you first start off, you would be wood, and it goes wood, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and then lastly master. So if we go into, let's say, the items one, for example, and we have a look at this one, which says gotcha, which is to vote out an infected while owning a CCTV tablet. So these are just side objectives that you can do while you play the game, and whether you're actually purposely going for them or not, you will eventually end up doing one without even knowing, because there are so many to go through, so many will be through different categories. So these ones are just for specific items that you use, and each time you do it, every time you complete the objective, so right now this one's telling me for me to get to the gold one, I need to vote an infected while owning a CCTV tablet 18 more times. I've done it twice out of 20. And each time you do it as well, if you see on the bottom where it says Watcher, it gives you a title. So if I finish this one, I get the title of Watcher. And then what will happen is it will go to Platinum, and then that number will change. So it won't be 20 times. It will probably be like something absurd like 50. And then after that, it'll go to Diamond. It'll probably be like 150 times. And then Master, it'll be even greater than that. So the more you do these things, the more of a milestone it's going to be for you. So with this one, for example, if you want to get the Enlightened title, I need to use the Sanity Serum at least 12 more times. I've done it 78 times out of 90 in the Platinum section. So once I've done this, this will change to Diamond, and then I'll need to reach the next milestone for that. And to change your titles, which you can give yourself, you press square. Again, this is just a PlayStation option. It'll be different depending on what console you are on. So these are all the titles that I've gotten so far. I gave myself the title of Executioner because I like banning people as Warden. It's quite fun. So again, depending on what title you want, this is how you would work on it. Go for one that you like and then just work towards that title. So these are all different things that I've achieved, and it also tells you the amount of players that have earned it as well. So Clone was earned by reaching gold in the accolade Wasn't Me. 0.2% of players owned this title. So this is how you do it. Also, a cool thing as well, once you do reach Master with a specific accolade, you will then get put on a leaderboard. So with this one, Alive and Kicking, I've spent at least, I think that's in terms of seconds, I don't know. But I am number 89 in the leaderboard. You only get to see your leaderboard rank once you've reached Master on a specific accolade. So if I go to this one, Night Owl, I am currently number 87. If I go to, let's say, another one, here's No Escape, Grab Someone, as, you know, the infected, I am currently number 78. So you only get to see your rank once you've reached Master on the specific accolade. So, and as you can see, I'm currently sitting on Diamond. I believe this is the last milestone I have to go through. And because I've done a lot of things, if you look at the bottom left, I've got no wood tasks. I've got 2 bronze ones, 5 silvers, 5 gold, 29 platinum, 20 diamond, and 7 master. So that's pretty much how it works. And if you want to see what your implant is, you just press triangle here. So that will show you that I'm on the way to master. So if you want to, you know, progress through this stuff, that is the way that you do it. Just follow the objective of what you want to do and do that from there. The next tab that we have here is, of course, the Season Pass. So this is Season 1 currently, Humble Beginnings, as the game launched again on consoles early April. I believe it came out a week later for Xbox players. And this is where you would just find all the things, again, if you do want to look into it. So, for example, with this one, the Oni mask, it doesn't look like this when you first get into the game. It looks slightly different, if I can show you guys that, if I go back to it. The Oni mask would usually look like this. This is the default mask. But because I got the Season Pass and I equipped it, that's why it's like that. So again, with any Season Pass, you get some cool items and skins and stuff like that. So that's pretty much how it works there. This is also the only place that you can currently get crypt keys. A lot of people have been asking for it, which I have heard. Unless they make it something that you can actually buy, this is currently the only place that you can get them. So you can get, I believe, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's 3 that most people get from there. And I think it at least lets you unlock maybe 2 or 3 items, something along that line. It happened so fast when I did it, so I didn't get a chance to actually calculate it. But if someone knows and can confirm that, please do let me know. And even though it's in tiny writing, you can see that this Season 1, it ends on the 2nd of May. So you have until then to grab these things. And with that, if I can go into the crypt, I don't think it'll actually allow me to. But yeah, that would be the place where you get all your stuff. Just see if I can find it again. So back to the collection tab, the crypts, when you get the keys from the Season Pass, if you were to get it, you would use it in this section here. So I'd press triangle, and then depending on what I have, I would just randomly unlock some cosmetics and stuff here and there. So if we can see in the bottom right section, I have a 90.91% chance of getting something uncommon, and I have a 9.09% chance of getting something legendary. So depending on what you get, if you see some people running around with some pretty cool skins, this is probably where they got it from. Or unless they were early Steam players, which I believe they've gotten a couple more stuff more than the rest of us. So that would be where you use it if you decide to get a key. And again, you can't get one anywhere else. It's only through the it's only through the Season Pass that you can get a key. And lastly is the section of profile. This just simply shows you the level of all the roles that you've played. So with the Innocent role, I am level 77. With the Infected role, I'm level 56. And with the Cursed role, I am level 24. So this just comes with time. As you play the game, your level goes up more. And that's why I have that combined level of 157. It's just pretty much the amount of time that you've played. And that's why the level's so high like that. So I believe that is it in terms of the menu section and in terms of navigating for everything. I think the only thing that I missed is if you want to buy certain stuff, you go to the collection. Sorry, not the collection. You would go to top up. There we go. And that would be the shillings, and it'll just show you where you get the certain stuff from. So that's how you do it. And again, that would look different depending on what console you're on, if you're on Xbox or if you're on Steam. But I believe that is everything for now. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and have a good one, and I'll see you in the game.